Hello and welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas. My name is Kimberly McAlindin and I am so thankful that you're here. 1 week down, 7 days down. It is Sunday, December 7th, and I'm shocked at how fast this is going. I really want time to slow down because these days for me are so, I don't know, they're so incredibly filled. But also quiet at the same time. I love in the mornings when I make my coffee and I do my prayer bowl, and I love seeing new names in my prayer bowl, actually. Not that I like people needing prayers, but I like thinking about other people, and this is the time of year where I ask, right, for people to if they want to be placed in the bowl. So thank you for trusting me with the people that you love. It is a little bit after 4 p.m. and we are getting ready for Sunday dinner. I don't have much time, but you know, that it is what it is. We get everything done, right? So the dessert for this evening is a dish I call pecan crunch. It's a recipe that I have no idea where it came from, but it is one of my son Colin, who is our oldest. It is his very, very favorite cookie. And it is kind of a cookie, but anyway, I made them when I got home from church today, and I filmed it. I almost said videotaped it. I filmed it, and I'm going to show that to you here now. they're a showstopper, friends. They're really, really good. People really love them. And they are mesmerized by how quick and easy it is. Really is a great recipe. All right. Before I'm going to go downstairs and cook a little bit more, I'm going to show you day 7. Look at that. I love the ways these are coming out. And I have to tell you, I have a little personal story here. I came home and I threw on a pair of store-bought socks because they were thin and I was going to be on my feet, and I don't know. So I wore them. You know, halfway through church, my socks were slipping down my leg and like into the arch of my foot, which absolutely, it's like waterboarding to me. And so I pulled them up when, you know, I got home, and I took my boots off and I just put my Uggs on. And it's cold here today. I'm really cold, so I left my socks on. And I just went out to walk Hank really quick. And wouldn't you know, those socks he doesn't walk for very long. He's only 6 pounds. Those socks, I'm telling you, they were like all bunched up. So I got home and threw them away. And I put my hand knit socks on because they don't do that. So there. But anyway, here is day 7, 1 week. And I did get both done. And today I decided to time myself to see how long it takes me. And to do both of these, it takes me exactly a half an hour. So 15 minutes for each sock. Now, you know, I'm going to continue with these, and at some point when I get to like close to 60 stitches here, that's like my sweet spot. When I get there, I'm going to have to stop and do the heel. But don't worry, I'll plan for that. But oh gosh, I love the way these look. These are definitely for me. I don't think I can give them away. Okay, Feed a Lifestyle Hallmark Holiday. I finished, I didn't cut it off. I finished with day 6, which was that like beautiful blue. So here it is. We are halfway through the back, right? The back is 12 colors and the front is 12 colors. We just finished with 6. So wherever you are in your journey, I thought, okay, I'm making the 40 inch around size. So the back is going to measure 20 inches from end to end. So to check and make sure that I have each section the right size, this should measure from this end to this end 10 inches. And I was spot on. Squeak! Spot on. Now, you'll notice, you know, some of the patterns, the red and the blue, are a 16 row repeat. And they might be a titch longer than for this size, it's 1.7 inches you're going to be going. And it might be a little titch longer than 1.7 or a little titch shorter than 1.7. But let's remember that we have superwash wool here, and it will be stretchy. And so I'm not worried about that. So if you are doing the smallest size 1, then realize that you are going to get through that 16 row pattern. Whereas on this first one here, pattern 1 is a 4 pattern repeat, and you're going to do it, you know, 2 or 3 times plus a couple rows. Yay. All right, and while we're on it, let's pick day 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the name. I'm all excited. Snowfall Sparkle. So if Victoria is going in the way that she has in the past, this would be like a speckle yarn. It would look like 1, 3, and 5. And it does. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh, that's going to be pretty. A pretty section with the blues. Doesn't that ice blue look like snow with the gray? Gorgeous. All right, we will cake that up. I want to cut this, but I don't have, can you believe I don't have scissors up here? I have to. I found some. I wanted to leave day 5 here. All right, you don't have to watch me get organized, the Virgo that I am. For those of you asking, I don't know if any of you are going to, but the sweater that I have on is an oldie. In fact, the yarn that I knit it in is not, you can't purchase it anymore. It's Noro. It is a Noro pattern. And the cool thing about this sweater, I'm sorry, I can't stop until this is all set so that I don't lose it. Okay. The cool thing about this pattern is if you were to see a picture of the pattern that this sweater came from, it looks nothing like the pattern. And the reason for that is I changed it. Some of you that have been here for a really long time, you will hear that I say patterns are like recipes. If you don't like raisins in your banana bread, well then don't put them in. Who would put raisins in banana bread? Let's say walnuts in banana bread. If you don't like walnuts in your banana bread, don't put them in. Just because they're in the recipe, they're suggestions. And so this, I will put a picture here of what it is. I think this is called the Weekender. I think I knit this in like 2010. It's very old. Maybe like 2010. And it is in Noro. Oh, I'll put it up on the screen what the yarn is. It's discontinued now. But the yarn did all the work. It is just a very basic pattern. It's I don't know if it's a raglan. I think it is a raglan. But what I did was I took larger needles and this yarn and got a gauge and liked the way that fabric looked. And then I applied that to the pattern. And I did not want the turtleneck, so I did not put the turtleneck in. And this is a great example of patterns being used in different ways. So the common goal here is to use your gauge to your advantage. And so I found a gauge and I was able to see in the pattern where I could use, what numbers I could use based on my gauge, not the gauge of the pattern. And I was able to knit this awesome sweater that I love. I wear it all the time. It's not very thick, but it is warm. Aren't the colors beautiful? It's a very quick knit because I think it knit up at, I don't know, 2.5 stitches to the inch. It is on my Ravelry. If you wanted to go over there and look at it, it is I'm Fiber Lover over there. But I'm trying to think if I have time, I would like to show you how I do those numbers. So maybe I did when they were going out of business. My friend owned a yarn shop and she was moving, and I bought a ton of not this specific color, but this type of yarn. So maybe we'll do that. That might be fun to do. Just to show you how many ways you can use a pattern to your advantage, and how many ways you can change things if you just have a little bit of knowledge, and hopefully I'll give those to you. So we will work on that in a little bit. Well, I first have to find the yarn. It's somewhere in this house. And I'll look at all my notes, and then I'll prepare something for you, and that'll be a fun tutorial to have this week. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. Yesterday, I alluded to the fact that I was going to talk about something else. I love sock sets. Obviously, I mean, I've been talking about Advent socks, and I just went on this whole, pontificated about, the socks going, whatever. And sometimes I was in this Sock of the Month club for Botanical Yarns, Sophie at Botanical Yarns over in the UK. And every month I would get a new sock set based on old flower seed packets that she had purchased the rights to. It's spectacular. And I was very inspired by someone else who had designed a shawl using a sock set. So if you didn't want the socks to be on your feet, then to design a shawl. And it's called the Stansberry Shawl. I will link it in the description below. And I loved it. And so I was very inspired to design one of my own. And I did over the summer. But I never released the pattern. And I would like to have some test knitters for this one. So I'm going to give a call out here. It's Vlogmas. We're watching. I'm going to release the pattern sometime in January. So if this is something that you would be interested in, I would love to hear it. But I'm going to show you the shawl. I think I made this in 2 Bridges yarn. I can't remember. It's in my notes, and my notes are everywhere. But here it is. So I'm going to remind you what a sock set looks like by my girl Crystal. So here is the extra skein, the little skein that you can use for cuffs, collars, and toes. Cuffs, heels, and toes, and then the main skein. And so here it is. It is very lacy. And then this part here is the one that is for the mini skein. So you need 1 skein and a mini skein, or 1 skein and something from your stash, right? But it's fingering weight. You would need skills to know are lace and picking up, or it's a bind off. It's a lace bind off edge. So when you're finished knitting, you knit the shawl down. And when you're at this part, at the end here, you're going to add some stitches, and you're going to knit lace and bind off at the same time. So this edge right here is knit back and forth, and then you eat up the stitches here. It's my favorite way to do things. And so if you are interested, please send an email. I'm going to post it on Instagram this week, but if you're interested, let me know. You can write it in the comments, and if you write it in the comments, that goes toward the giveaway, which the winners will be announced sometime tomorrow. So you still have time. I am giving away the Solstice box, fiber box from Factory Girl. And for the knitters, the Indie Untangled tote from this year, the goodies that were inside, and some mini skeins and anything else I want to throw in there. All you have to do is like the videos and leave a message, just 1 message, and that's about it. I'm going to use this set, and I'm going to knit this again. Now this was knit in a sock set, so it was fingering, which was merino and nylon. This set from Crystal is merino, cashmere, and nylon. And this is her color Winter Sage. Isn't it gorgeous? And so I will be caking this up and just kind of knitting on it as well. I don't know if I'm going to wait until the test knit starts, but if you're done with your winter knitting, if you're done with your gift knitting and you would like to join me, it's a fun time, and I would sincerely appreciate your feedback. All right, now I am going to go downstairs, and my brother is coming with his family, and we're going to share a meal and chat with each other and see how everyone's doing. Just get caught up, and I will take you along. With, I really want to say that I will film it. I want to say, every time I say film, I want to say video, because I'm 55 and we used to video everything. But I'm trying to say film because I will be filming it and then uploading it, and there will be no videotape required. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow.